Hi, welcome to Peggy's Chocolate Inc. I am so happy to be here tonight. I am back on track, doing pretty good. Hoping that we'll have a good night and I keep my internet. I had a little bit of trouble the last couple times, so I do have to go in and go out of mine for some reason, and that way I can see if I can catch you guys so I can talk to you. So anyway, I am hoping, and it says that that is correct. So welcome, welcome. I am so happy to be here. I guess I told you that already. So before we get started, I just want to tell you I hope that you had an awesome day. So today is Monday, and I love to start the week out right. So I do have a small live for you tonight, but what I wanted to share with you mostly is that I wanted to share with you that I have some kits available here, and I have some surfaces, and they're a little bit they're packaged up, and they are inside a package like this. Can you see that? Let me turn it around correctly. And this is one that's in this package, and it is a board and base. It's inside, and it comes out like this, and it's got your everything in it for you to do a it's got a couture boutique board and base, and the board comes apart and sits in the bottom. I've done a couple. If you've watched me at all, you've seen them. We've got a couple of paste packets in here for you to have it show up. This one has Bumblebee in it. We have a squeegee, and then we have our transfer, and this is the transfer that anyway, it's called Be Our Guest, or Yourself, or Beautiful. So it just depends what you want yours to say. But anyway, these are what I have to share with you today. If you would like to purchase one and just try it out and see kind of what I'm talking about. Whoops, I gotta put that in there the right way. See what I'm talking about and sharing with you. You can try it for yourself, and then you will be able to use your transfer over and over. Rinse it, wash it, just like I do. And that's one of them. I have another one. I know that you've probably seen me do this one. This one, I found a surface and redid it. This one has the board here inside. It's got the paste in here, and it's got all the directions so that you can do it. You would have to get a little bit of your embellishment if you would like an embellishment in it. If you wanted to choose to buy this one, you could just let me know at the time of purchase. And all you have to do is let me know that you would like to do that. But I also have the board that I'm going to be using tonight. This is what we're going to be using on ours tonight, and this can be used with one of those if you don't like that kind of a board that was in with those packets. Okay, so you can choose. So I will have a couple of these, so all you have to do is message me, and they are $22 each plus tax plus shipping. So if you would like to purchase those, I can send you a message with the amount, and you can purchase it, and I can get those in the mail. So that would be awesome. I would love to have you try this. So then also what I wanted to share was we have on the two boards, we have a white and a black. They are discontinued. There's not very many of these, and they are washable, so you can use either side of the board. And at Christmas time, or for yourself when you want to do something for Halloween or Christmas, I'm sure you've seen me do these on some of my lives. So anyway, so let's get started. I just wanted to share that with you. And so we're going to be using our tubby rectangle, and it's a 5x7, and it is already kind of painted and ready to go, and that's kind of why we like to use these. We don't have to do a lot of sanding, but you are certainly welcome to purchase something or grab something out of, hubby's garage. I've done that before, especially towards Christmas time. Boy, that's kind of on there kind of tight. There we go. I think I got it. All right, so we just take that off, and I do have a cart link in the description for you to be able to purchase it. All you have to do is click on the cart link in the description at any time, and you can go into the store and you can look at everything that's in the cart, and if there's something that you don't like, you can remove it. Okay, so if there's, or if you're scrolling around in the store and you say, oh my gosh, I want that color over there, or I want this color, you could just scroll around in there and add it to your cart. So like I said, if there's things in there that you don't want, then you can take them out. So anyway, now this is some surface wax. Surface wax is Chocatour's surface wax. There are other brands that you can use, but I prefer to use ours because there's no smell and it's really not too stiff. In other words, you don't want to put much on here. You just really want to get a nice little coat just so that your transfer doesn't stick to it. Now, our board is really, really smooth. So when you're doing any kind of your boards or rough surfaces at home, you want to make sure that your surface is nice and smooth. You can put chalk or ink on anything that's smooth. If it's not smooth, then you're going to cause yourself some grief sometimes. I have done some where it wasn't quite as smooth as maybe it should have been, but it turned out okay because it was distressed, and I don't mind that at all. There's sometimes distressed is great. Okay, so I have waxed this, and I'm going to get out my, here's my fuzzing cloth, and we're going to just take out our pets are people too. And I thought this one was really, really cute. I love it, and it's so darling, and it's got these little bones and little paw prints down here on the bottom. So we'll just have a little bit of fun here putting this together. Okay, so you just take it out of the package. You've seen this a million times, I know. You just take it out of the package. Make sure you save your package. Don't cut it, don't rip it. There's directions on the back in case you forget where you're at and what you're doing. Oh my goodness, whoever does that. And then you just take your finger up here, and sometimes it is a little difficult to figure out how to peel that back, but if you honestly just take your finger right here on the corner and pull that with your finger, honestly, it will come right off, okay? And so here's your back. The back is a little bit yellow compared to the other side. I always put an X, or I'm going to put pets on the top of this. And that just tells me which is the top, which is the bottom. And I think this is just me, but a long time ago when I first started in chalk, I did a boo-boo, and the packages were a different color. Not packages, but the backer sheets were a different color. So they were both white. One side was kind of shiny, and the other one was kind of not. So as you can imagine, I put the transfer on the wrong side, and I just realized because I'm talking too much that I'll leave that on there. I can put those on just about anywhere. I have the little bones and paws, so I'll probably put some of those on somewhere else. So I should have cut them off, but I talk too much, so that's shocking, right? Anyway, I have a free VIP group. If you would like to join, I would love to have you in there, and you can comment, you can put in there things that you like to do. You don't necessarily have to talk if you don't want to, but I love to see what you're doing. Some people have chalked on their quilt squares and on their hand towels, and I would just love to see it. So now I have fuzzed that a few times. I always fuzz it a lot more when it's brand new because it is pretty. Let's see if that's straight. I think I kind of turned my. So the thing I don't like about putting one of these down, because sometimes I don't have it straight and I can't tell. So let's put that right about. A little crooked, isn't it? Yeah, a little bit. Let's try that. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good, maybe. Maybe so. I hope you guys are having a good Monday. I am, that's for sure. I got off of work a little bit early today, and yeah. Okay, so you want to take off all your bubbles. Excuse me. And I'm going to use my black velvet paste. I'm going to open that up. I'm going to make sure that it's a little bit smooth because it is getting low. You probably can see that. It's getting a little bit low. And I don't want it to be too dry. So I'm going to find a stir stick in here. Maybe. There's a stir stick right there. I have my trusty bag. Okay, let's just see. I think that looks pretty creamy dreamy. I do. So I'm just going to take a little bit out. And you can do it this way too if you'd like. Some people like to dip it in. And some people like to put it on like this. So I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to take it and start at the top and just pull this all the way down, okay? Just wanting to be careful that I don't get it on the outside of my lines. Because sometimes when I talk too much, guess what? I get carried away. Messy Marvin's the name of the game. And of course, you know that that's exactly how that rolls. So, all right, so there we go. We have that all covered. And we're going to take a little bit of this and we're going to clear that off and put it back in the jar, okay? And then just get the excess off. There's no need to have a lot of excess. It doesn't take much to do this project at all. All right. Okay, now we are going to peel and reveal. Are you ready? Can you see this? Yay, I'm so excited. Look at this little critter. Oh, look how cute, you guys. Look how darn cute that is. That is so stinking cute. Okay, now I'm just going to lift that up. And I am going to do a couple of paws on the bottom, I think. I'm just going to do just a couple. I have a wet wipe right there. Because, of course, I got that on my hands. So I had my wet wipes out already because I know that y'all didn't remind me that I needed to do that. So I'm just going to put a paw right here in the corner. Just right there. And there's a couple dots with it, which I don't mind. We're just going to put that right there. Isn't that cute? Look at that. There's a little pop right there. And then let's take one and put it over here beside it. We're just going to stick that down and put it right there, right beside it. All right, there we go. And then we're going to put I'm going to put a little fish over this one. And there we go. We got that. And then let's just put a little paw right over here. Now, these are just kind of random. I'm not really doing anything of any importance here, but I got my little fish over there on the side, and I made a little dark spot, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. Okay, and there's that. Okay, so we got paws and a dot, and I'm just going to set this over here so I can wash that in a minute. And then I have a little daughter. I'm going to take my daughter, and I'm just going to fix the top of that dog paw because I took it off just a little too soon. And then I'm going to fix my little fish, and I have one little dot right there that needs to be fixed, and one little dot right there. And you can just have fun and just go around here and, you know, do things randomly. You know, like I don't mind. I just go in here and do whatever I want. I'll just put one right there. That looks pretty good. 1, 2, yeah. All right. Alright, and I just stuck my A right in there. Okay, so there we have it. I just stuck my hand in there. Stuck my hand right in my A. Just like a dork. Okay. So. Get my dryer, and we're going to dry it just a little bit. And dry it. Okay, now I have my glue gun on. I think that is pretty dry. Let me get this out of the way before I make another mess. I'm so good at it, you guys. I just get my fingers, my hands, you name it, in everything. And if I can do it, I'm going to tell you what, you can do this easily. There is no trouble whatsoever. So, alright, so we're going to set that right over here. Now, I am going to put some ribbon on here. And I think I'm just going to take a little bit of this, and I'm going to wrap this around it. About like that. Find my scissors. And I'm just going to tie that around it. Put that on the side over there. I think I got a little bit of glue, yeah, coming out. So I'm going to glue it just a little bit so that it'll stay there, okay? Just a little. Hold that right there. And use my little tool because I'll burn myself. Yeah, so I just put a little bit on there. A little bit of glue. And we're just going to hold that down for a minute. And what did I do with it? Oh, it's right here. And I have a little bit of this one. Now this one's a little bit fatter, but I kind of like a little bit of this, the difference in there. I had even fatter ones than that, but. So let's just grab a piece or two out of here. I just want to cut right down the middle of that. another one of those. Another one of those. And another one of these. Just cut down the middle of that. And just cut off the ends a little so they're not sharp. I can do it too when I'm done, but I just happen to have it ready. Alright, and then we're going to tie this. Okay, and like I said, I glued it already, so I just want to tie this in our cute little knot. And arrange that around just a little and tie it again. You know what? It's Monday all the way around, I can tell you. Kind of crazy, isn't it? My scissors aren't doing it very good here. There we go. And one more right in here. And take that across just a little bit and stick that right in there. All right, and let's take off just a little more right there, and right there. Didn't see that one in there. There we go. There. Isn't that cute? What do you think? Isn't that a great gift? And listen, you can just set this right up on your table. I can't show you because the way my table is here, but you just set this up on the table just like that, and it stands right up, and so you can put that on your table for decoration. You could put it in on anything that you wanted to put in there. So pets are people too. I hope you enjoy this. I hope that you enjoy the things that you can order online. I hope that you are having a great Monday. I hope this was speedy and fast for you, and I hope you know that you are capable. You are awesome, and you can make these excellent crafts. I would love to have you on my team as a designer or a Perks member, and I'm gonna hope that one day you will join my team, and I will have so much fun. So anyway, I would like y'all to have a wonderful week. I will see you tomorrow night, and if there's anything you would like me to do, please message and let me know. Love you all. Good night.